From Target Field in Minneapolis, interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Cincinnati Reds taking on the Minnesota Twins. John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. Well, Siggy, today we get the pleasure of seeing one of the hottest bats in baseball. His consistency at the plate has been remarkable.
Yeah, Boog, one of the toughest outs in the league right now. Sit back and relax because this guy's about to put on a show.
First pitch coming your way next. And now here's the starter for Minnesota, Marco Raya. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
About to get started here, Elly De La Cruz digs in now. And his interleague matchup is underway. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Raya, in his second season, 25 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round in 2020. And ring him up, says Patrick Johnson. That's a strikeout. So back to the top of the Reds lineup. Elly De La Cruz will hit next. Struck out swinging his first time. That one lifted to left. Garcia settles under this one. And that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Reds 2 and the Twins nothing. First and second, one out. Here's Byron Buxton.
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization who's the best hitter in the lineup, they would say him.
On the ground to the left. That's a base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they cut the lead to 2.
Well, that gets them a little closer in this one. Just one of those seam high base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
De La Cruz batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Man at first, 1 away. And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes.
Well, he clearly didn't recognize that curveball out of the hand and tried to check the swing, just went around too far, and you're hoping the umpire maybe missed it, and they bail you out.
De La Cruz in the box as he fouls off the first pitch.
Well, these Reds, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 10 hits over 90 miles per hour in this game. It's kind of turning into BP down there for some of these guys.
Field 2. Elly falls victim to the throw.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Base hit into the outfield. Here comes the throw. Safe at the plate. It's a 3-run game, 6-3. Back to the top of the order now. Elly De La Cruz getting ready to hit. First pitch misses. This one in the air, center field. Buxton under it. And that is that. First and second, 2 outs. And now it's Jake Burger to hit. Abreu is just 1 strike away. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Ranging back. And it's off the wall. 1 run across, coming home. home. The relay throw. The tag, save. And now just a 2-run deficit. So up next, Ellie De La Cruz.
Ellie De La Cruz.
Go hard. This could be trouble. Runner around third on his way to the plate, and they lead it in the 10th. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Big swing of the bat right there to give him the lead. That was clutch. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep.
Runner takes off. Now a pop-up on the infield. Sanoa. He's there. He's got it. And that'll do it. So, runner at second, 2 down. Javier Sanoa, the next Twin up to hit. The Twins down to their final strike. On a bounce right side. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Reds take game 1 of the series on the road.
Well, this is a big win on the road and going extras into 10. So hard to pull those out, but I think this team did a great job of keeping the crowd out of the ball game late. When you can do that, it kind of calms everything down, keeps the adrenaline of the opposing team down a bit, and you can steal a win and get out of here happy.
And a final 8-7. A 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon. From One Twins Way in Minneapolis, welcome inside Target Field. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Cincinnati Reds taking on the Minnesota Twins. Luke Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. Today, all eyes are on the mound as we've got a pitcher who's been absolutely on fire lately. In fact, in his recent outings, he's been nearly untouchable, Singy.
Oh, you're not kidding, Boog. Opponents have looked lost against this guy, and the way he's pitching, it doesn't look like he's slowing down anytime soon.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. And on the hill for the Twins, Mick Abel. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy. All right, just about ready for baseball. Ellie De La Cruz getting ready to hit. And this one is off and running. Late with the swing there. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
The 0-1. There goes Ellie. Breaking ball, and that got him. Next to hit, Matt McClain. And now it's 1-2. Double steal. Come on, slide. No throw. Double steal. They're both safe. Now all even up. Makes the catch. One down. Takes it to the bag himself and doubles him off. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling.
De La Cruz.
This one popped up. Lee moving under this one. And a quick out, number 1. So back to the top of the Reds lineup. Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit. 1 for 2. He had an RBI base hit back in the first.
Ball. Hey.
That one lifted to left. Rodriguez on the move. 2 down.
Up next for Cincinnati.
And here's a
the
look
center
at how
fielder,
he's using his pitches in this one.
Friedel.
Back at target field. Now here's the Reds leadoff man, Ellie De La Cruz. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Swings through that.
The hitter early and off balance on that swing. If I'm the pitcher, I'm taking a little bit more off, see if you can get him to chase something in the dirt. See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. And a 1-2 again. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
On the ground. On to first. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
1 down. Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds.
That was straight queso right there.
Ball. That's inside.
Left field. And that's a foul ball. The 1-2. Caught him looking for the K. De La Cruz not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge. And it's going to stay a strike. 1 challenge remaining for them now. Big spot here. Bottom of the 9th. Down to their final out. Vic Caratini at the plate. The tying run at the plate. On the ground right side. And that chance handled. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Reds take the first 2 games of this series on the road.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
6-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long. From One Twins Way in Minneapolis, welcome inside Target Field. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend set. It's the Cincinnati Reds taking on the Minnesota Twins. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Well, Singy, as we come into this one, it's all about the sweep.
Yeah, anytime there's a chance for the Brooms to come out, the pressure is definitely on. We'll see if they can find a way to salvage at least one in this series.
first pitch coming your way next. Today's starting pitcher, Simeon Woods Richardson. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Coming up on the first pitch, Ellie De La Cruz digs in now. And that's how he gets started here in Minnesota. The 0-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Oh, this guy's been pretty much a non-factor so far this weekend. Very little in the way of impactful at-bats and quality at-bats, and let alone contact. That's the 6th time they've set him down on strikes in the series. So no doubt frustration mounting.
And that is that. So up next for Minnesota, Walker Jenkins.
The right fielder, Walker Jenkins.
On the ground, out to short. Sends it across to first, and that'll do it. Nothing doing here for the Twins, but they lead it 3-0. Big at bat coming up with Ellie De La Cruz stepping in.
Ellie De La Cruz.
And a big swing and a miss.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
On the ground, right side, lays out. Oh, it's off his glove. He decides to eat it, and everyone's safe. The bases are loaded. TJ Friedel, the next to hit. This to center field. Makes a nice grab at a full sprint. And that's the first and second, 2 outs. Ellie De La Cruz getting ready to hit. You gotta feel like there's a pretty good chance this game is gonna turn on one swing. Two on, 2 outs.
Ball, that pitch is out.
They're down 2 balls and a strike.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
The 2-1. And fouled off.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
And the 2-2. That one missing inside. TJ Friedel would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
Oh, great stop. To first. It's there, and that's a great play. Ryan Jeffers at the plate. This could end it. Out towards left center. Buxton moving under it. And that'll wrap it up. The Twins salvage the finale of this 3-game series. And your final 3-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon. From Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati, Ohio, the show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates going up against the Cincinnati Reds. John Shambi and Chris Singleton on the call. We get a chance to watch one of the hottest bats in the game. He's been huge for his team, Singy.
Yeah, just impressive contact and seems to find every gap available, Boog. I can't wait to see him in action in this one. Practically unstoppable as of late.
First pitch coming your way next. And today's starting pitcher, Julian Aguilar. What should we keep an eye on here?
Yeah, he battled through 7 innings last time out. He pitched well enough to get the win thanks to that offense. He'll look to turn in another quality start in this one.
Digging in, Ellie De La Cruz. Check swing called strike. That's strike one. De La Cruz went deep in his most recent game. Strike two. Goes down looking for the strikeout. He's got to be frustrated with that call. Didn't seem like that one found his zone. Here's a challenge. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. Still 2 challenges left for them. In the air, right field. Reynolds in position. And there's one away.
A little drop and drive on that swing. Backside collapsing just a little bit, trying to put the ball in the air.
In now for the Reds, Ellie De La Cruz. Flied to right his first time. De La Cruz playing up the middle at short, 26 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
The hitter early and off balance on that swing. If I'm the pitcher, I'm taking a little bit more off. See if you can get him to chase something in the dirt.
2 down, nobody on.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Ball.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today. So runner at second, 2 down. Pavin Smith, the next Pirate to hit. Man at second. Swing and a ground ball. In the hole, jump throw, and that's a nice play to end the inning. Big at bat coming up with Ellie De La Cruz stepping in. Swing and a high fly ball to left. That is the inning. He continues. Back here at Great American Ballpark, to the plate now for Pittsburgh is the DH, Dorian Ball. On the ground to the left. 1-1-1. What a stop. To first, and very nicely done for the out. Back to the top of the order. Now it's the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. 0 for 3 in this one. And ball 1. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. Just caught the zone by a whisker, and the call is overturned. They'll keep both their challenges. Look at the stop. Over to first. Got it. Nice play.
Well, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
On the ground, right side. Off balance feed. There's one. On to first, safe. So they get one, but a really nice try there. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. TJ Friedel and a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. In the dirt, he's going for second.
couldn't have picked a better pitch to go on. It looked like he was going no matter what, but you steal bases so many times off the pitcher. You get that jump there, and if the catcher's great, he can make up the time, but if you've got good speed, he's not going to make it up.
Oh, great stop. Got him. A great play to send us to extra innings. On to extra innings. Here's the Pirates catcher now, Rafael Flores. On the ground. Dives and keeps it on the infield. Throws from his knees. And that's a great play for the out.
Look at the commitment to make the play. Down.
First and second, 2 outs. Ryan Jeffers at the plate. 2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a pop-up. Flores settles under it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Pirates take game 1 of the series on the road.
Well, this is a big win on the road and going extras into 10. So hard to pull those out, but I think this team did a great job of keeping the crowd out of the ball game late. When you can do that, it kind of calms everything down, keeps the adrenaline of the opposing team down a bit, and you can steal a win and get out of here happy.
A 3-2 final score in this one. A 1-run extra inning win. Here in Cincinnati, Great American Ballpark, in a city steeped in baseball history, MLB The Show has action out of the NL Central. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates going up against the Cincinnati Reds. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. Today we get to see the hottest bat in the league. He's been cranking home runs, Chris.
Yeah, going yard is hard enough, but he's doing it game after game. Just incredible. This guy's swinging like he's got a cheat code.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. And getting the start for Cincinnati, Rhett Lauder.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
De La Cruz with an uncharacteristic stretch of poor play lately.
Even superstars have their slumps from time to time, Boog, and he's no exception. He's too good to struggle much longer, though. I'd expect him to turn it around soon.
That one lifted to left. 1 away.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Out to short. Oh, look at the stop. Over to first. Got him.
No, he's down.
Great play to keep the leadoff man off base. So back to the top of the Reds lineup, Ellie De La Cruz getting ready to hit. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1. Lays down the line, took the extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he's out on the tag. Out number 3.
Batter tried to stretch that one into a double, but he wasn't about to let that happen. Nice job to get to the ball.
Big at bat coming up with Ellie De La Cruz stepping in.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Fastball for a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
That one is cut on and missed. Looked like a changeup.
Really good changeup.
Outside with a breaking ball. Off the mark there. And the count is filled up.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. Last half of inning number 5. Got him swinging for the K. Huge strikeout there.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
So bases all loaded up. Rafael Flores now at the plate. On the ground. De La Cruz. They take the force out. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. 2 runs in the inning, but they strand 3. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Pirates 4. So 2 down. Now here is Elly De La Cruz. 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
What a stop, and very nicely done for the out. 1 hit in the inning, a solo homer. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Pirates 4 and the Reds 2. Now the third baseman, Nick York. Swing and a ground ball. The flip. There's 1 and 2. What a play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
De La Cruz in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Two on, 2 outs. Moretta is just 1 strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, his first save of the season is in the books, and that was a nice job of him coming in the game and closing it out. He's off and running now.
And your final 6-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB. Here at the friendly confines, Wrigley Field, the show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Cincinnati Reds and the Chicago Cubs. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Biggest story coming into this one is what he's been able to do at the plate recently. Absolutely on fire, Singy.
Yeah, he's been terrific, Boog. Has really made this a dangerous team. His bat's been lethal of late, and it's opening up a lot of opportunities for his teammates, too.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. And today's starter, Justin Steele. And Singy, he likes pitching at home.
Well, truly for him, there is no place like home. He's been so dominant here. And as a teammate, you expect him when pitching at home this year to go out and dominate just as he has. The fans expect it. And I think everyone around here knows that he's a good pitcher. Even though we don't see the same splits on the road, we're going to start to see that translate as well.
De La Cruz, batting with one down, takes a strike. Steele, multi-time All-Star, 32 years old, and he was a fifth-round pick back in 2014. Comes up empty. That's strike two. Got him swinging. Here's Alex Bregman.
Third baseman, number 3, Alex Bregman.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. De La Cruz. The throw to first, and that is the third out of the inning. So 2 down. In now for the Reds, De La Cruz. And first offering is fouled off.
Ball one.
What a
Go hard,
stop.
go hard, go hard.
And that's a nice play to end the inning. One hit in the inning, a solo homer. We're midway in the fourth. All tied 1-1. One down.
Up next,
De La Cruz now at the plate.
De La Cruz.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
And a big swing and a miss. It looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
And now the tying run is into scoring position. Matt McClain, the next to hit for the Reds.
Matt McClain.
Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for
Come on,
third.
get out, get out,
In
get
the
out.
dirt, squirts away from Rutschman. A wild pitch, and the tying run is now 90 feet away. In the air, left field. And there's 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Rip to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. So 2 down. Next for Cincinnati, Sal Stewart. The 1-1. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Jones settles underneath it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Cubs claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup. You never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs, but it's a good feeling, and you want to extend it.
Here in Milwaukee, MLB The Show has action out of the NL Central. It's the Cincinnati Reds and the Milwaukee Brewers. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. All right, Singy, let's talk about the man on the mound. He has been lights out lately.
You're not kidding, Boog. I mean, look at these stats. He's got hitters guessing on every pitch. I'm excited to see if he can maintain his dominance in this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
Everybody
And today's starting pitcher, Quinn Priester. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They could move to a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
7-11.
Now the 0-1.
Ball one.
The shortstop takes the ball. Challenge from behind the dish here. And on further review, it was a strike. So they've still got both their challenges. Hard ground ball, base knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Yeah, great job right there.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. And I always talk about get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
Ellie on the move. Oh, look at the stop. Nicely done for the out.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job was to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
He's trying for third.
Slide!
Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away.
I think he surprised everyone in the ballpark, and especially the pitcher. It wasn't a great lead there, but when he took off, I think...
Now fly ball to right center. Chorio in position, and he makes the catch. Runner tagging from third. So now here's the Reds cleanup hitter, Taylor Ward. 2-2. Oh, and this one gets away. Now they put the tag on him to end the inning, and so back to the top of the Reds lineup. Ellie De La Cruz getting ready to hit. He's 1 for 1, led off the game with a single. And first offering is fouled off. Hayes over at first with 1 away. And a big swing and a miss. Got him. 2 away. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers.
4 away.
On the ground, De La Cruz. The throw to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. Back to the top of the order now. Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. Here's the center fielder, TJ Friedl. Popped in the air, left field. And that's the 3rd out. The batter now, Jorge Polanco. 2 down, nobody on. Out to short, and that one finds its way through. And that extends the inning. Looking to extend the play now. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2. We'll come back a few highlights to help tell the story of the game. So, runner at second, 2 down. Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds. And a base hit.
There you go. Find it.
And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out. Now the number 2 hitter, TJ Friedl. In the dirt, runner goes for second. And save! A close play at the plate, and that scores a run on the wild pitch. Tying run at the plate. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Terang tosses to first, and the inning is... Here's the center fielder, Sal Freeland. Payoff pitch to the right side, and it goes just foul. So 2 down. Now batting key Brian Hayes. The Reds down to their final strike. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Makes the catch. Ball game. And the Brewers take the series opener here at home.
We've grown to expect him to just roll in the games and simply close them out easily, and he's made it look very easy at times, and now he's up to 40 saves for the year.
Live from right field on the south side of Chicago. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend set. It's the Cincinnati Reds going up against the Chicago White Sox. Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. Well, Singy, as we come into this one, it's all about the sweep.
Yeah, and anytime there's a chance for the Brewers to come out, the pressure is definitely on. We'll see if they can find a way to salvage at least one in this series.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. On the hill for the White Sox, Casey Mize. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Ellie De La Cruz leading things off and takes a strike. Ground ball to the right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Good job.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Runner! Oh, he jumped the gun for second. The tag, and he's out at second.
Really nice job right there, especially on the mound. Sometimes when that runner breaks, everybody panics, especially the pitcher, and then you don't make the play, you don't execute what needs to be done to get that runner out. That time he just stepped off calmly, dealt with the situation, and they got a pretty easy out after that.
Out to short. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. So back to the top of the Reds lineup. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. He's 1 for 1, led off the game with a single. In the air, left field, down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Here on the south side, start of the 6th, John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Ellie De La Cruz. Swings over the top of that one.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
Ripped, but it curls foul.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
1 up, 1 down.
Up next to Cincinnati, the center fielder, TJ.
2 outs, runner on first. And next is the designated hitter, Kyle Teal. 1 for 3. Here goes the runner. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Good arm behind the dish. It's definitely a roll of the dice here to try to steal second base. Man, he can zip it down there so quickly. That was a pretty good throw as well, but really good, clean, stolen base. He can be pretty proud of himself.
De La Cruz at the plate now, and that's strike 1.
Well, these Reds just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Foul ball, still 0-2.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Got him swinging. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base. In now for the Reds, Sal Stewart. Jimenez is just one strike away. In the air of the infield. And he's got it. Ball game. And the White Sox salvage the finale of this 3-game series.
Well, we close out the season on a high note. It's kind of bittersweet for the players. Not going to make it to the postseason. And it wasn't the season they were hoping for, but at least they can go home with a positive.